It would work out really well on paper. ONIC has no idea right now, but they've got their own plans as well. Shiro going all the way through halls, but here comes the flank in action. WannaFly able to get yet another now control over Cave. They're pushing up front, but they did not realize that Conga Red was all the way behind it. Shiro able to take out the head, but here comes WannaFly to finish.
Still pushing up onto that side. Sova is actually on it already. Shiro trying to look for those kills, but the flashes are going to discourage him. Elmi Moore is going to find WannaFly though, but there's a big flank coming in as well.
Oh,
it's going to be MiTH. Can he find anything?
He's trying to burst him down, but he knows it's not quite safe. That one trademark is providing so much value, and Kadoo!
Back of the Seekers, they're going for this quick A execute quack.
Sudden change in pace, and I'm not sure if ONIC are ready for it, but they are! Look at this! Shiro, Elmi Moore, all the ultimates being used just to push MiTH back. It kind of works out. They have a bit of a trade. And still, Elmi Moore is online. He's the one that's been making so much change happen right now. Alone Phil's all the way on the other side, still able to provide a little bit of value. They have the spike down, and that's what counts. But whether or not he can collect on these final 3 frags is what makes the difference. They are rushing him down. He turns back. He does not see the next player, and that's NC. Back with the Hunter's Fury as well. Doesn't quite connect onto anyone, but that's A-okay. We've got Severine. He's a Viper as well. He's making his way in behind enemy lines. MiTH still trying to hold, but here comes Shiro, here comes MiTH. Beta, you might hide in the corner, but you are that they have this numerical advantage. They know that they can go in for that retake setup. And they are slowly advancing, slowly pushing up front. And what they did not account for, though, was their own operator. Conga Red coming in as well. The trades are so good, and now the thorn in their sides just around this pyramid. Elmi Moore takes it out, but he doesn't quite have what it takes to deal with Kadoom. Cloudburst obscures vision again. That's unless Elmi Moore has something to say about this. He's just holding the angle again, but this time, what he did not expect was 2 players running out of it. And just like that, they get the sight. And once more, retake setups, sure, they might work out well, but MiTH, they got all the numbers, they got all the positions, they have the spike down, and with so many players covering the back, covering the front, I'm not quite sure if ONIC can actually do this. They're waiting for the toxic screen to go up, of course, but then, as we all know, this is not a solid wall. It's easy to spray through it all. They're trying to push them back with a Viper Spit, but here comes a Viper Spit of their own. Beta's got the lineups all the way from outside of Cave. And try as you might, they're running out of time. They get a couple of frags, but then at the end...
Should make things a bit easier, but don't discount the rest of ONIC as MiTH tried to execute on the side quack.
Here they go, NC Slasher just holding down the right side. A bit of a pop flash, and it blinds them perfectly, but more players pushing through overwhelms him completely. And just that's now the B-side being taken away. MiTH, they are doing such a great job at pushing and overwhelming, but all of a sudden now, Hunter's Fury comes in. 10 seconds remaining. Can you still get the spike planted? Yes, you can, but you have to tank that beam. You're down to 45 HP and down to the 2-on-2. Beta, though, from the side.
Using the Cloudburst so that they don't trip the alarm. I think they have to commit 2 Cloudbursts on that, and I think they just might get sandwiched. NC Slasher finds a kill. Severine also finds one. Last 2 members, and they're all just dropping like flies, and it's now a flawless round for ONIC instead. Now, I think he's lining up from that
like
far
from
right now.
CT? Like, are you kidding me? He can do that, I mean, from T-side, from attacker spawn. But you know what? It doesn't matter if you've got Conga Ren and Kadoom all the way in front. They're hopping around, and then they get shut down by MiTH. He's all alone, though, and he has to do it all against Viper's Pit. I mean, Snake Bites, against Shock Darts. Oh, it's just around the gap, but you know what?
I think that this flank just might be big.
Comes down to timing. Gets the first one. Of course, Elmi is still on the other side. He kind of heard it as well. Tries to tag back and forth, but Elmi Moore is just dancing around it, side to side. And then in the corner, Shiro. What a perfect setup! Go waiting for the utility, but the difference in toxic screens kind of catches them off guard. WannaFly holding the angle at the best possible time. Double spray. How do you get the spike planted right now? I don't think you can. All of these players from MiTH are starting to swarm in on your position, and even with the Bulldogs, you just can't quite do it on your own. Severine pulls out utility, not the best time to do it, and Conga Red. They are learning from all of their past experiences with the Indonesian teams themselves. And look at this. Sudden change in pace, and it's going to throw MiTH off. Yeah, you can take down our brethren. Yeah, you can find a bit of success, but you might not expect more of these shenanigans. MiTH going down first, and all of a sudden, ONIC are changing their tune, changing colors. Onto the B side they go. Conga Red, a little bit of an overextension, overstaying his welcome, and he has been given the boot. There's a new family in this home right now, and that's coming in with the Viper's Pit. Severine, he set up camp. And we also have Elmi Moore on a journey of his own again. 4-on-3. It comes down to how well ONIC holds down the site, and given the Viper's Pit, they should be able to do it exceptionally well. And MiTH has no choice but to poke and prod around. They need to get them out of position because of this Viper's Pit. It's not working out though. Shorty
Probably want to go for the retake instead here. Conga Red tries to stop them though, finds one, gets traded by NC Slasher.
It's a good trade, and it gives ONIC the site to plant as well. But you know, the whole thing goes back around, back and forth, because the players continue to leapfrog in. Kadum, operator in hand, he's able to lock down some lines of sight, and that forces ONIC to stay pigeonholed in around the pyramids. One player towards cave, and that's Shiro. He's got the Hunter, so he wants to use it, but unfortunately he gets taken out. NC Slasher now, position known. He can't quite do this on his own. Beta from mid-wooden doors, along with the intel, do it again into the crosshairs of the snipers, and it's so punishing. Moving up front towards the pyramids though, and they find a little bit more success, but you know what, ONIC, they've got some post-plant lineups of their own. Snakebite starting to rain from above, and Elmi Moore from mid-doors alone fills, shuts that down. Hunter's Fury comes in, it's all up to Severine, but no! WannaFly gets him away! I think they barely made it in time, and he sticks it all the way through!
Cleaner setup, because MiTH are not going for that flank. So this post plant just might be cleaner, and I think it could work this time because MiTH are taking their time. So there's the lineup. Alone fills, taps the bomb. Elmi Moore trying to find that angle on it. And unfortunately, the Snakebite is going to buy a bit of time. Severine finds the first kill. I think this is going to be good for ONIC. They can stop the spike from getting defused.
Wait.
The time is ticking. Oh, there's no more time. The circle has already appeared, and I think they won't get away with it this time. They don't get the defuse, and ONIC secure get the spike down for free.
MiTH thought about it, they tried, but they didn't go in for any courageous info plays or adventurous peeks. And we are back to a 5-on-5 retake where ONIC are just so comfortable once they've set up camp on the site itself. I mean, look at this. Viper's Pit, we got 3 players inside, and then Elmi Moore from behind. 2 players getting taken.
4v1 if they do decide to go into B. There's no one on B. It's a 4v0, in fact. They're just going to go in. They're trying to see if there's anyone there. They're going to find that there's no one there at all. Conga Red has to go back. He's going to try to take these long-range duels, but he gets flashed, has to jump away, is spotted by the Owl drone as well, so he has to go away.
I said it's way too risky to go in for such an aggressive play in the last round of all things. And just through sheer tiny, minute timings, Kadum's peak could not pay off. And Conga Red, even though he's the one on site, he has to wait for his teammates. Alone fills with a flank, able to take out the first player, but MiTH finds one of his own from the front. Beta and Alone fills. You guys, you need to work together to make this one work. 2-on-2, and they are both holding these angles. MiTH gets the first one. The lag, sure, why not? We've got the perfect setup for this. Look at that, too. But they've got Snakebites of their own. It doesn't matter, though. They've gotten it halfway, and now it comes down to the big gunfight. Classic versus Classic, and we're afraid to push up now that ONIC has the numbers advantage.
They've been hitting B every single time, though, so they do have some strategies in their pocketbook still for A if they wanted to for the next round. Right now, they're still trying to hammer in on this B side. They're trying to find the kills. They're trying to see if they can find more pickoffs, but they don't have as good a weaponry as MiTH finds a quick kill onto Alone Fills. Some detection as well. They see where WannaFly is. Time is ticking, and they need to push forward.
Yeah, he's going to try to go for that swing again. MiTH the monkey. I love that so much. Still, though, MiTH, They might as well try to go in for the stick, but didn't even get the kill, but that's okay. They know the hit's coming towards A.
Oh,
Where's the rotation, though? MiTH getting banged up through the walls. That's not how you want to start. He had it. He had so much. And now the toxic screen comes in. Shiro able to get the first one, but not before Severine falls too. Just like this, the numbers advantage is all askew, and NC Slasher is able to come in to take down the spike planter.
Just gonna be easy kills. They just found.
Look at your minimap, guys. Elmi more on a bit of a flank, but Kadum was all too prepared for it. Yet another player getting taken off the roster. And we're back onto a 5-on-3. The numbers just don't quite favor it. NC Slasher wants revenge. The MiTH comes in as well. No. Shiro goes up front. They get 3 players down, and we're back to a 2-on-2 even odds. And with the spike being held down,
it's too late.
Post plant
Very slow. They're actually trying to get on the side. It's still too slow. It's clear, but look at ONIC. They're just stopping them in their tracks. MiTH, the monster. He's just killing everyone with that Vandal. He's able to stand his ground. Well, we have all his teammates here as well. What can it do, MiTH? Like, where's the time? What are you?
Oh my god, the stutter so much, and then a lone fills pops off. You were talking about the confidence. I don't know if it's enough though. 1-on-2, and he needs to come up huge if he wants to put an end to ONIC's momentum. Unfortunately,
to end it from that far.
What?
And this is the advantage of MiTH starting their attack early. They're able to change their minds, and now they're able to get the spike down.
Please, please, do this more, MiTH. What a Chad Kadum. He goes back in for it. He wanted more. Severin says, no, go away. I made that mistake once. You caught me off guard, but that's enough. That's all you can get.
Oh,
MiTH. No, did he get hit by his own teammate's Hunter's Beam? Hunter's Fury, excuse me. Shiro. He's gonna be mad about that one, but you know what? They still have the advantage. They can still push up front, and all of a sudden, NC Slash is the only one left, and he still has it. He has enough health to tank at least one more, but no! He does quite a bit, and it blocks off screens. Now the Viper's Pit from Beta comes in, but Shiro's got his lineups. It's always in that one spot, and it just blocks off so much. MiTH continue to shoot through, though, and they still can get so much damage done. Shiro, you got the lineups, but do you have the bullets? Do you have the crosshairs placed perfectly? Because you need to find those last 2 frags before you get the defuse. And where could these players possibly be? He's hunting them down. He's trying to suss them out, but Kadum previously with Shiro, but now they are anchoring down on the site itself, just stacking, Shiro, thinking that this is what they'll go for. Of course, though, it's again the positions that kind of MiTH expected, so they are able to trade out so effectively back and forth. MiTH swinging again and again. He's able to even out the numbers. But then here comes Alone Phil stepping up to the plate. This guy is trying to stop ONIC from coming in with the good potential retake positions. Well, it's still going back into it now. Severine alone, able to do a little bit of damage with the Headhunter. 1-on-1, and where could Beta be? He's been slipping the net all around now. And I don't think Severine knows that he's above. The one little crack in the window, and now the movement. He's gonna get sprayed down so easily. The third
ONIC are already wary of MiTH coming in, but it doesn't matter. They're finding all the kills. They found 3 already. They found 4, and Severine on the flank. It doesn't matter. They just killed everyone.
And you know what? You talked about this early flank. He's starting to come in, but it might have been a little bit too late. 5 players, and they took down 4 of his teammates. Severin, you're the only one left. Can you really isolate every single one of these duels? Not quite, as Beta swings out.
Well, he's just looking for those guys. Oh, the flick from Congared finding Severine makes it a 4v4. Okay. The mid control from ONIC, though, is going to be very difficult, but Congared is there. NC Slasher finds a kill, and oh my god, they all just died.
Plays. It just doesn't work that well anymore. All those words start with the letter D, because that's the grade that you get. ONIC are right now showing how much more they have to offer, how much more difference in strats. And then Alone Phils comes back in. What an MVP for MiTH. All the way from Hut, and he would. I don't see how he can retrieve that thing. It's in control of MiTH. They have possession over it. And unless you can maybe flank them from middle or somehow take down 3 players staring down that one angle, you just can't do it. And we're going on a trip in our favorite rocket ship, and now the dash goes in. MiTH, he's gotten quite the position as it goes and gives him vision into rafters. He's able to spray and suppressive fire to hold off the rest of MiTH, giving them the site, giving them the spike plant. Now all they got to do, hang back, hold some of these post plants, go into some of these off angles, deep positions, and it gives MiTH the first frag. He hears them from above as well. Good flick, 2,
Oh
and
my god,
what? No, it's out! Elmimore comes back in from behind, tries to rotate through the middle as well, but no! That is how MiTH comes back in. We talk about cleanliness, but MiTH has star power to boot as well. And all of a sudden, the numbers go away because the Guardian chimes in. Kadum with the headhunter too. He kind of sees and wants to get the spike down Elmimore, but he needs to make it safer enough to do it. The Viper's Pit gives him that edge, but here comes the Hunter's Fury! Perfect timing! 15 seconds left, and with 3 members left on MiTH's side, how do they retake this? It's tough for them. 1 on top of rafters, 1 below, and Kadum is able to find a little bit of something from screens. Still though, all the post-plant positions being held all the way on the other side of pipes towards Belt, towards the bottom side of Nest. 0 chance to retake. They tuck their toes between their legs and they run all the way back to defender spot.
Elmimore, normally we see Severine doing that, but he's the one who went on to yellow first.
Oh.
And the spot from Elmimore, they actually find the kill off that recon bolt from Shiro.
Nice.
Shiro finding a kill as well, and MiTH are just... What is Kadum doing? He just started going YOLO, trying to look for that kill. Gets taken out 5v2. MiTH, they have not done a single point of damage onto ONIC. Right now, finally lands 1 bullet onto Shiro, but Alone Fills is now... He might be calling B clear, but Congored has already infiltrated the site. If they're not ready for that, Congored just might be able to get a jump on them, but Severine finds the first kill. They know where he is. Congored, look at him. Look at where he's playing, though. He's already been pushing up.
Oh!
Doesn't find any more kills. Congored finds MiTH as well, but he gets taken out by Elmimore. That res is going to go down. 2v4 right now, and ONIC are the ones on the back foot.
Yeah, just a little bit greedy, but you know what? Getting the spike down, it's still something. And MiTH were able to capitalize on, and they just want to plant in a different spot, and that's why they're pushing up front so aggressively, but they do it together as a team, and that's why it works out. MiTH, second frag on the board. Conga right now getting bombed by utility. It's completely covering the site, carpet bombing the whole thing, and all of a sudden, Beta, the only one left. Not much that he can do, but he still gets 1 for his troubles.
He better be saving that gun, man.
Better?
Better be saving that gun, for sure. Because right now, MiTH, they're getting reset. Great on them for winning the previous round, but they're going to get reset hard.
I think that they're still on the other side of B, but no. There are players in position. And if you do not check your corners, you are going to be sorely mistaken, sorely punished. And with 3 left, it's so easy. ONIC, we just need to take them down. We just need to hold. Where are they? Hiding from beside a yellow, getting gunned down.
Kadum.
Not like this,
The
please.
lineups,
the lineups are coming into buying time, but they're just sticking it. They're sticking it. MiTH, they actually managed.
Either has to switch to his Vandal. Drone comes out as well, and they're executing on his side quack.
Oh my god, this is just gonna be a big brawl, but here it comes. MiTH are already prepared for this. They were already in position, and WannaFly sneaking back around behind the side of Generator. This is so good. He's behind the Viper's Pit. No way they expect this. 1 Guardian shot. Even if the spike is planted, the retakes are so good right now. Severine, you can't possibly do this as Congored denies any possible.
Did this double fake before, and this just might be what they need to win the round. The Hunter's Fury is going to be used on the back of MiTH again, but it's going to be Congored that finds MiTH. The kills are not coming, the damage is not coming from the Hunter's Fury, but they do get the spike plant down. ONIC losing MiTH there, though. They expected more from that push. They expected more value from that push.
Not that clean, right? I mean, That's the value that you're talking about. Monyet could have gone into a deeper position, but tagged up by Shiro's Hunter's Fury, not to mention just a blind spray. But now, Elmimore might be the hero of this round as he holds the line, coming in with a big flank through the middle. Shiro holding the fort. All they need to do is to take down this last